The new recruits struggled in great pain as they entered the army bathhouse. Their feet were still bleeding, and the blood had already stained the entire floor. The instructor, however, had thoughtfully prepared a pool full of medical alcohol for disinfecting their wounds. He ordered each recruit to soak in the pool for 5 minutes before leaving. The recruits knew that alcohol would disinfect their wounds, but it would also cause intense burning pain. In an instant, their faces turned pale. This test was not just for disinfection. It was a selection process to find suitable Super Special Forces soldiers. One recruit stepped forward to take the test. The moment he placed his foot in the pool, a strong burning pain shot into his brain. Even the instructor began praising the recruit. Another recruit shouted and followed, but when he put his foot in the pool, the pain twisted his face. A third soldier yelled to encourage himself as he tried to complete the test, but as soon as his foot entered the pool, he let out a painful scream. The remaining recruits knew they could not avoid it. All of them gritted their teeth and stepped into the pool. Under the sting of the alcohol, they all screamed in pain. Seeing the horrific scene, the timid recruit became scared. The instructor, however, did not want weak soldiers in the special forces. He suggested that anyone who could not endure could leave the army now. This remark immediately provoked the recruit's competitive spirit. He finally gathered his courage and approached the pool, but the instructor kicked him directly into it. The instructor then started a 5-minute countdown. After 5 minutes of torment, the recruits finally passed the test. What awaited them next was the real nightmare. The instructor soon gathered them on the training ground. At his command, all the recruits dropped to the ground and began doing abdominal exercises. The purpose was to test their core strength. The recruits continued until nightfall. Many had collapsed from exhaustion. Seeing this, the instructor fired his gun to wake them up forcibly. Back in the dormitory, the recruits had barely rested for 3 minutes when the instructor appeared again, firing his gun to wake them. As they supported each other and walked out of the dormitory, the instructor pulled out 2 full boxes of Type 86 grenades. The recruits were immediately tense. The next moment, the instructor simultaneously pulled the pins on 2 grenades and threw them in front of the recruits. Fortunately, 2 quick recruits caught the grenades in time and threw them onto an empty patch of ground, saving everyone from disaster. Unexpectedly, 7 instructors then threw grenades at the recruits at the same time. The scene became chaotic. The recruits reacted quickly, knocking the grenades away. Unfortunately, one grenade landed in a recruit's collar. At the critical moment, he quickly pulled it out and threw it onto the empty ground. The recruits then quickly dropped to the ground to avoid the explosions. Seeing this, the instructors began to admire their performance. So, do you think such a test for Super Special Forces soldiers is cruel?